So we are recording. We did talk about 2B Mindset. So 2B Mindset is awesome, guys. You should take a look at it. Check out FAQs on the Coach Online Office and or TB Body Coach 411. That's good stuff. So for those of you just who are watching the recording, sorry we forgot to record just the very snippet beginning of this. We're now talking about Mes de Mas, which is our first solely Spanish. So there's a Spanish speaking. It's actually native in that tongue versus the voiceover dubbing, which we've done in the past. But now it's this gal. And so I found out. Does anyone know what Mes de Mas means? I found out. Anybody know? I had to go into Google Translate. It's like basically month more. It's like basically getting it done in a month situation. So it's a month or a month. I'm sorry. I think it's a 60-day program. So it's a month more. So you're getting both of those, which is really cool. This gal, and the cool part is if you did really like and you like the style, you could potentially hop in, and they will have, I believe, an actual English dubbed version. I'm not sure exactly when that's happening. It's not going to be like the text because it's really, really difficult. If you've ever tried to work out and read text, it's almost impossible because you're trying to like do stuff and you're like, whatever, we look at the screen where the words are and it pass too fast. So I believe that's what's happening with that program. So probably not a big one for me, and for me, probably a lot of you. But maybe like Leslie down in Florida, you might have some hits on that potentially. Not sure. Okay, so that's Mes de Mas. Now, my excitedness is lift form. And notice it's L-I-I-F-T. And the I-I is ultimately for representing the HIIT part of this, H-A-I-H-I-I-T, which is high intensity interval training. It's like we said here, that you can read the sign. Of course, it's 4 days a week. You're getting lifting heavy. You're doing some HIIT every workout. So you lift hard, heavy, and then you hit a HIIT, and then you rest because your body actually needs that recovery for it, which is kind of interesting. Now, I would tell you this is important. You need weight, okay? You need weight if you're going to do this program. You can't get by with 15s as your heavy. It's just not going to work, okay? Even ladies, just saying, you're probably going to need 20s, 25s to really, and some of you more than that, honestly. Many of you I know can probably be, especially leg work, you could probably be up in your 40s, 50s world, honestly. If you watch what Autumn was doing in 80-Day Obsession, she's often doing 40s, as her heavy, during the heavy phase. Not so much now because it's more of a shred. But just saying this, so you're going to probably want to look at that. If you don't have, and I would just say this, guys, if you're doing this, this is a lifestyle for many of you. I would look at maybe putting away $20-30 a month for a while and really looking at getting that like a Bowflex set or something like that where it's $2.99 and it's free shipping you can get from Amazon. They're not cheap, but I'll tell you what, I'm coming up on 4 years and I've never had a single problem with them. At least I use them every day. So just throwing that to you, and those go up to 52s each hand, and that's plenty for just about anybody. But just throwing that to you, and you don't have to do that. You can always buy your 20s and 25s and just kind of scale up. But literally, you buy your 20s, that's about $40. You buy your 25s, that's about $50. So you're already at 100 almost right there. So, and if you want to go anything more than that, you go up to 30s. It's about $1 a pound. So you end up like that's $60 right there. Then you're more than halfway there. And then it's all these weights you've got. And you go, I got to buy a rack now. So that's $50. You know what I mean? So just throwing that to you. And then they store super nice because they're super compact. It's just like, it's, in one little spot to the weight. So just throwing that to you. Anything about Lift 4? Any comments there? Like, Claire, you saw some stuff. What are you thinking?
Don't remember what the food plan is.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
No, I don't think they really talked much about it.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll learn at Summit. That's when
No,
they'll release a
yeah,
lot of
but
the information.
yeah, he did talk about you are going to be eating more than the average, or more than you would normally be eating, because when you lift heavy, your muscles break down faster, and you're going to need to recover. And then the hit side of that is going to be going to really exhaust a lot of calories. Anything in the VIP deal? Okay, so I'm going to be straight with you about the VIP deal. I'm a little bit concerned about it as it relates to groups. So, she's referring to the way that programs now are going to be rolling out. And what Beachbody is trying to do is it's trying to get more of an impetus for people to buy, like new people to buy, because they're going to get an exclusive thing and it's not just for like a month, it's like for a couple months in some cases. So the good example is like Lift 4 release dates it releases July, I believe. And then, but the actual access to it for everybody on Beachbody On Demand is October 1st. Okay? Which I'm trying to calculate that for so I'm thinking about it. Okay, we have, a big challenge group with all of us. We go, hey, we're going to all do Lift 4, right? I'm concerned because does that mean you and I, all of us, have to buy, like, what are we buying in terms of, and maybe somebody knows this, I don't know this, but I'm not unclear about it. But do I have to buy something to get access to it early so we can all do this together when it launches? Or here's the thing, hey, you get your new people all excited for Lift 4, and then you got your 3 or 4 people who are doing Lift 4, and then you've got all these other challengers are going, oh, that'd be great. I'd love to do that Lift 4 in October. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm trying to
that's
figure
what
that
I
out.
couldn't figure out. I wasn't sure what that VIP thing was.
So I did send a quick message. Okay. I asked Julie and Aaron. So I asked them that exact question, and Julie sent back because everybody should be getting VIP access. I'm looking at I don't know what they're saying. So I'll find out more about that. We can look in Sparta Team Sparta page, stuff like that, as well. But does have me a little bit concerned. At least the way it was rolled out, I was trying to do what does that mean for everybody? But if they can make that all work, it does actually bode well for us as coaches because there's going to be more impetus to buy something that is exclusive a little bit, right? That's kind of, I think, their angle on it. So good stuff.
Hey, Dan, I have it right here if you want me to read this.
Oh, go, please.
Sorry, I pulled it up. It says, okay, so what is VIP early access? It says Lift 4 will be available to all BOD members in the member library on October 1st. But the great news is you don't have to wait. Buying a Lift 4 offer, challenge pack, completion pack, accessory bundle, or standalone digital-only VIP early access will give you the early access to the program at no additional charge. Alternatively, you can purchase a standalone digital only VIP early access offer.
Gotcha.
So really, I don't know why they would do that, but
Yeah. It's
basically,
kind of a
if you buy a
return back.
challenge pack early, then you're going to have early access. If not, you wait.
Yes.
That's about it.
Or you buy a early access code.
Yes.
So,
Which it doesn't have pricing on here, though.
yeah.
Okay.
And guys, okay, so let me talk that through for just a second here. Things got confusing if you guys remember when we had the 2 tiers. You remember when we had like the older programs and then we had the newer programs in BOD, right? That got really confusing. I think what we're doing, honestly, guys, is a more sustainable model for us to actually get people on programs and, you know what I mean? And still get, because here's the truth. Think about it. Like when, P90X3 came out, my people bought, my existing customers even bought, right? But if we move forward with every new program and there's never a new purchase other than Shakeology, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like we're giving away the farm. It's like literally here's these great programs that used to cost about, let's say $60 even, right, back in the day. And now we're literally giving away the farm every time we've done it, because it's like, well, it's just included in your program. And it's honestly, if you think about it, that's the way people sort of treat it. It's like, another new program. I don't have to spend. But if you have to invest a little bit in it, even just a digital access, and it's probably for us, like coach-wise, it's like for Lift 4, I'm betting about $29. I bet it's just going to be about like that. And I know that, you're like, more, but honestly, we would have done it anyway back in the day, right? If BOD wouldn't have existed, we would have bought the discs, right? We would have done it. So, yes, and I get it. And with the digital access, I think the pricing works out about the same as, because, again, that's that $99 a year still for us to do so I'm just thinking about just from the coach's perspective. So I want you guys to go, oh my gosh, now are we just paying more? No, we're probably paying about the same as we would have if there would have been other releases. So I think it's just getting us to a more sustainable model of, and also compensation, Because then you go, okay, man, because then you can be excited. Hey, we're going to release this program. You got to get on this because we're going to do this together on this date instead of waiting till October, which is, because then something new will be coming out. You see what's going on there? And I think it's actually really good now that I see it from that perspective. So any questions about that? Thanks, Jen, for looking that up. Good. All right. So we have this thing. It's called Summit. It's coming. And Jen is coming to Indiana still? Yes. I'm so happy. Which is great. So we are going to have a blast at Summit. By the way, we are invited to Team Spartan Nation. We're invited to their receptions. So I'll get more details on that stuff. They're going to have, and guys, it's really cool. You're going to want to be there at those if you can, because it's Julie. If you know, and Claire, Julie from these things. She's all about making it like she gifts and stuff and makes it just awesome. And actually really doesn't charge an arm and a leg for something like that. She just makes it kind of a part of a thing, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, she really makes you feel included.
Yep.
I feel that. I feel that warmth. So,
yep. Yeah.
Go.
And we also realized this weekend that Julie reminds us of Ellen DeGeneres.
Right.
So there you go.
Just between Dan and I.
Yeah, we're like, hey, she's short hair, and actually she sounds a lot like her sometimes too. Anyway, so Coach Summit, guys, selection guide is now available. Okay, so you can view it, but you can't choose yet. I believe until May 1st, I think is what it was. Did I see that? I don't think you can choose right now. And I think there's a little bit of there's a rollout, just like so. Elite gets first, Premier gets next, then Success Club All Stars. It kind of rolls out that way, just like it would for any like Success Club trips in terms of accessing those things. And what we should do is start to take a look and see which track we would like to try to do together. I really want us to be together as much as we can because, especially as we bring people. And Leslie, I hope, are you going to be able to maybe attend, my dear? Or are you going to be on vacation? Hello? Are you there? In the Great White North? It's okay. Okay. Oh, good. Nicole, are you going to be able to make it, Nicole Lavelle? Summit? I don't think she can hear me. It's okay. How about you, Melissa? Are you going to be able to make it? Woo! Awesome. Okay, so we'll decide what those tracks look like, but that's good stuff. So start looking at that, and really, guys, if you've not been to Summit in Linda, I don't know if you can make it. I don't know if you have any ability to be able to make it, but it is so awesome. It is so fun. It's like a little mini vacation of fun, positivity, awesomeness, if you can. So, all right. Good. So we got that. Now, mindset challenge. What were we going to call it there, Jen? I forget.
Body Mind Boot Camp.
Body Mind Boot Camp. I love it. Okay, talk to us. What's your thoughts on this?
Me?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I just really wanted everybody to get together so we're on the same page as far as posting. And like we said, we really need to get back to our roots of getting people, like we talked about, Dan, in the right mindset so their body will follow. So not exactly focusing so much on the workouts, but more focusing on the mindset part of it and building those daily habits, or teaching people how to actually create them. Because even our loopers, a lot of our loopers are just not even doing it. They're kind of just throwing stuff together. And I think we just need to take it all the way back to the beginning with the roots, especially with our new people, and just start from scratch. I know that sounds crazy, but I've talked to a lot of different people, and they feel the same way, that their people are falling off. Their challengers are falling off simply because they're not utilizing those daily habits. They're not using them in their daily life. So I'm not sure your guys' thoughts, but definitely to get us all on the same page, and maybe even having each day of the week be focused on a certain thing, so we're not overlapping. So I'm not sure what you guys want to do.
Well, what are your guys' feelings about meal plans? I think that's, for me, that's the biggest thing that most people are struggling with.
Well, and honestly, because it's almost summertime, I'm noticing that people are charging $30 for a meal plan for 2 weeks. And people are actually buying this stuff. Now, of course, we're not going to charge, but to even provide a meal plan where they can, if they don't like fish, they can do chicken, something like that. Yep. But maybe even giving a meal plan like Shift Shop, straightforward, that might help.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think, and I think if what we could do, guys, on that is to actually commit as a team, or at least a good portion of us, not everybody, but to be able to, I'm going to eat this plan. This is what I'm going to eat. And we really do the actual meals as a thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That would be, I think, would be ideal. It may not be possible. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, to be able to go, like you said, Shift Shop. I think everybody's mentioned that Claire and I were just talking about yesterday. like Shift Shop was just the easiest for me to follow. And I don't know why, it just was because it was like, eat this, exactly this.
Yep.
It wasn't like fill up X amount of containers and then it just took a lot of the guesswork on it. That they don't have time. That's what Leslie says. Hearing from people that they don't have time. Of course. Yeah. And I think the key for me in that is they don't have time to do 5 hours at once, right? Nobody has 5 hours at once, but most people have an hour or 2 or 3 spread out a little bit. So you know what I mean? I think that's the key, is to go, guys, if you're going to shop, you should probably do it this day or so somewhere. And then if you're going to prep, here's a couple options, you know, at least to try to do Saturday or Sunday. You got to figure out a way. If you can't do it those days, then we've got to figure out another way. Maybe it's Monday night or something after work or something like that, so you can at least try and those kind of things. Let's see. People that they don't have time, right. Yeah. Okay, so let me tell you about the book that I have been talking about. Hold on. Or been interested in. I forget who I heard this from.
Hey, Dan, real quick, back
Yeah.
on the challenge. Are you or is somebody going to set it up on Wednesday of this week? And
I'm
then,
hoping Jen will do that. She's been our person for doing that. Yeah?
okay. Is that, oh, Jen, thanks.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. And then we'll just tell our people, we can just throw them in there.
Yep.
Like, I'd like to contact my people tomorrow. I mean, I know
Yes.
that some are ready to get in right away. And so I know some are like itching to get something. So I'll be putting them in there as soon as it's up. So thank you, Jen.
And yeah, so real quick, prep week. When are we going to just start with prep then on like day 1?
Yeah, I think so.
And
right?
then just start putting people on Wednesday, and then just start fresh on Monday.
Yep.
Okay, from like the beginning. Okay.
Yep. Now.
And Jen, I can help you with the tracker if you want me to set that up or whatever.
That would be fantastic.
We'll talk.
Yeah, split that, dude. I love that. Split that up. That's great. So guys, let me show you this real fast. Okay, I'm gonna go to my screen real quick. So the name of this book, and it's gonna be, you'll go, this sounds weird. That's okay. It's called, can you see it? It's called SuperBetter, which English teachers are going, what? But anyway, so SuperBetter is the name of the book. This isn't the Audible version of it. It's by the, if any Harry Potter fans, it's by Professor McGonagall's sister, Jane. But it literally says Jane McGonagall, which is a lie. Anyway, but 4.5 stars, really, really great. Just so here's the revolutionary approach to getting stronger, happier, braver, more resilient, powered by the science of games. Again, this is, but I've heard so many, so let me just read this real fast to you. Innovative guide to living gamefully based on a program that has helped nearly 500,000 people receive remarkable personal growth. Renowned game designer, this Jane McGonigal, she had a concussion, unable to think clearly. Basically, her recovery process turned into like these games, so she solved this problem. But what it did is it effectively rewired her brain. Okay? Sound like something we need to consider, right? Because I think a lot of times they're in a rut when it comes to thinking about, so literally, honestly, you bring up the words meal prep to anybody, right? And immediately they go into, time. I suck at it. I never follow through. I blah, blah, blah. So I think, so this is really, really good. So shows, okay, real quick. McGonagall shows that getting SuperBetter is as simple as tapping into 3 core psychological strengths that games help you build. The ability to control your attention and therefore your thoughts and feelings. Power to turn anyone into a potential ally and strengthen your existing relationships. So that's kind of the partnership of building the challenge. You see, we would do this together. Your natural capacity to motivate yourself and supercharge heroic qualities like willpower, compassion, and determination. This came highly recommended from several sources. It's pretty new. It's 2015. But then there's these little challenges that you can kind of do within this. Here's what I'm going to do. I will promise to do I'm only knowing about this by recommendation, not living it necessarily. Okay? But so I will promise tomorrow to preview some of this, and I'll let you know what I really think of it. But it was one suggestion. If anybody else has another suggestion for a resource, I think it would be helpful for us. There's also another book called The Power of Habit that I thought might be a good one to potentially take a look at. That's what's his name? The Power. Hold on. That one is it's Charles Duhigg. Yeah. So anyway, some thoughts there. Anybody else have suggestions regarding maybe a resource that we might look at, read, listen to? Okay. Master the day. Eat, move, and live better with the power of daily habits, says Alexander. Whatever that is.
You know, I think I read The Power of Habit.
Yeah.
I have to go back. But it was about, habit cycles and stuff like that. And it was excellent. But I think the one you have is much better just because it goes into a deeper perspective.
Yeah. The thing that I've heard about Power of Habit, it's got a billion bunch of ratings. Mm-hmm. But what happens with it is I don't think it literally says habits are good. Right. Is what I understand from that book. But it really doesn't help walk through the power of building them.
No, I think this is the one that actually it goes through showing you what habits you really do have. It's like a click, like, oh my gosh, yep, I do that. But I don't think it actually establishes how to not, overcome them, but kind of how to move forward with them.
I gotcha.
Right.
Okay. So probably not as much. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I promise to listen to that, and I'll let you know what I think. And then if you trust me, we can do that. Unless somebody else has a different suggestion, guys. But I think it's got some real potential. And there's a written version, of course, and then the Audible version is great as well. And again, I'm going to really recommend people if they don't have time to read, use your hair drying time. Shalene always talks about that. She literally puts on earbuds that have sound canceling to some degree or whatever. So if you're doing hair drying time, she literally puts earbuds in as listening as kind of a multitask versus having to waste that time necessarily. So like things like that, or you're driving in the car to work, things like that. All right, enough on that. Let's talk about businesses. How are you guys doing? I want to hear what's going on in your lives, in your businesses, in your fitness worlds. I'd love to know. Okay, I'll talk about meal prep and nutrition. Okay, yeah. So Kelsey, we can talk about that. Okay, let's open it up. I want to hear from you guys. What's going on? The good, bad, and the ugly. Let's share.
Okay, I'll go because everybody's quiet. Oh. Okay, so good is that we're almost done with 80-day obsession. Followed the meal plan fantastically. I'd say, I've never missed a workout. I'm getting really great results. I'm excited to see what this whole peak week, deplete week does for me. Be a little challenging with all the work I took on this week, but I know that'll get it done, so that's a plus. A lot of excellent results in the program in our big group, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Bad is finding time for my business. I just haven't been making time. It sucks, and I actually talked to Maddie earlier today, and I think I'm going to cancel my summer work and just do this full time, because I'm not getting adequate time in the day to actually run my business, and it's totally affecting my mood, my person, like, I don't know. When I'm not working my business, I'm not happy.
Yep. Isn't that interesting?
I'm literally I think I'm just going to quit my jobs and say, sorry guys, I have a life to run here. I need to build my business, not clean your houses, or not go do this. So
so what you're doing, Jen, there is you're saying no to something that's not as important to you.
Yeah, it's, the extra money's nice, but I can get that with Beachbody.
Yep.
Right. I can apply it somewhere else, and this makes me happy. Working does not. So it's kind of the ugly thing is I'm not focused right now. So, but I know what I have to do to get that. So.
And wouldn't you say, because I've been like this too, right? I've been feeling the same way. But wouldn't you say that there's nothing worse than the feeling of going, like, I know I should be doing something, but I don't have time, so I'm not doing it. So then you just beat yourself up more.
Oh yeah, it's brutal. It's a mind game. I even had a psychic reach out and said, your aura is gray, and I'm like, no. I'm like, you can't talk to me no more. But mostly because I'm just exhausted from this, and it's, like I said, I want to go fishing, I want to run my business, and so that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Yep, I get to choose.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's me.
And guys, I think the cycle, it's just like anything, just like fitness, is if you're doing something regularly, you're going to build strength in it. But if you do something sporadically and not with any pattern, you're probably not going to be good at it. And then you'll be frustrated with your results, right? It's just like fitness or whatever. So it's the same kind of thing. And so it's just a matter of not just finding time, but literally making the time for it in order, if it's important to you. And if it's not super important to you, and I want everybody to hear this, everybody's level on this is going to be different, right? So if you have 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, and a half hour a day to commit to it, and that's all you can do, that's more power to you. Do that and do it well. But if you really wanted to run after this, you probably need to work it a little bit more than 15 minutes a day, right? Because you're just not going to get any results, and then you'll feel frustrated. So that's good. Good reminder. Who else? Leslie, I know you had you wanted to share some things, I think, too. You were. Looks like you're frozen up, though. You've got the eye closed. You get the eye closed look. All right. Anybody else? Come on, somebody. Jen shared. Linda's going to do it. Go.
Right. Well, the good thing is I'm a grandma again. I don't know if anybody.
Congrats. I saw that.
Yeah. And I've done 80 day. I feel like I'm really sticking through the 80 day process. I haven't seen any change in my weight or my inches or anything like that, which is kind of interesting because I really have been sticking to the meal plans and things. But
okay.
So that kind of is frustrating for me. But but then again, I'm at my weight and I'm at my BMI is really low, so I feel comfortable with where I am.
That's great.
And for my age, I feel like it's okay. Business-wise, I've kind of backed off, honestly, because my life just doesn't help right now with having to doing it. I mean, I reach out, I talk to a lot of people, and I'm encouraging them to exercise, but I'm not really pushing them into Beachbody or anything like that. It's I want them to do what's comfortable for them, and they're seeing changes. I think the idea of just encouraging them to eat right. I think I mentioned how my husband wanted to do an 80-day challenge with me. He wanted to prove that he could lose weight in 80 days doing his way versus doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
He has lost about 13 pounds. He could have probably lost a lot more if he did it my way, but you know, it's his way, and he's feeling good about it. He has a ruptured disc, so he has to watch what he does.
Sure.
But I think just the fact that I'm so consistent, he's done it. And I
Good.
told him, I said, I don't have to lose weight. I just need to trim down. And
Yep.
of course, I'm not trimming either, so I don't know what I've done wrong. But it's
Well, you know, maybe, you know, who knows? Maybe the 2B mindset might be something too as well. But I truly, you know, would say, just like Jen just said there, you're healthy. You know, I mean, think about how many people are your age who are struggling with major diabetes, major obesity problems, major mobility problems, like really mobility stuff. I'm watching, you know, my mom age, she's older than you, but you know, my mom's age and her just overall health condition is just like, I'm like, I don't want to sign up for that one.
And I agree. I mean, I see when I go to grocery stores or even in our church, I see all these ladies who are my age. Some of them are older and some are younger. And I'm going, you know, if you guys should just start taking care of yourself now. I mean, it's taken me a long time to get to that point.
Yeah.
But I realize that it's something that I need to keep doing. And
absolutely.
So I will continue exercising. I don't know how active is in being as a coach I'm going to be. I really like the To Be Minds thing because I really want to check into that and see how I can.
That could be, honestly, that could be your whole platform potentially, Linda.
Right.
Honest, and that could be like, okay, and you do it and you get experience with it, and he's like, because I know a few people that you've talked to, like I think about Donna as a good example.
Right.
Man, if that thing really does what I'm hearing that it will do, it's like, this could change your life. It's not just, you know, and we could be offering something that's like, this could, because it's going to help you with your mind first. Because all the other stuff, you know, you can do all the workouts you want, guys, and you're not going to get great progress. But if you get the food right, but you can't get the food right, just like Leslie said, and Kelsey, because if you can't talk to people because they're like, their minds suck about it. They just you can't get past it. So yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm really going to look into that.
I'm excited too. Yeah. Yep.
Anyways, that's my life.
Melissa, you want to share, girl? How you doing? You there, Melissa? Or maybe she's not hearing us. Doing something else. Melissa! No, it's okay. Bonnie, you want to share, girl?
I can, yes. I've been really enjoying doing 80-day.
Awesome.
Results have been good. I mean, I compare it to some other people, and they're not as great, but I think they're doing good, though. I mean, you know, just they're not drastic results, but they're steady results. Business-wise, it's still slow. A lot of people have been following what I've been doing because I've been posting it, and they act like they're interested until they find out the price. And, well, I'll think about it. And then they just don't ever reply back.
Okay.
So that's about where I am.
So so they hit that point of, you know, and then where do you leave them at that point?
I mean, I reach back out to them and, you know, try to encourage them, let them know that there's, you know, 30-day guarantee on their Shakeology.
Sure. You got a puppy.
Got an excited dog.
Wow.
Somebody's home.
Okay, well, we'll come back to you. All right. Wow, that was an excited dog. Kelsey, let's hear from you, girl. You there? Leslie had to leave her. She's having so many technical issues. Nope. No, Kels? Okay. Anybody else for the good of the order? Melissa, did you want to share it? No, I think it looks like you're looking. Or maybe not. Oh, wait. I'm here, but next to a sleeping baby. Sorry, she says. Okay. We got you. Okay. So for me, my perspective, I think, on this too is just kind of updating you where I've been hitting Success Club, but barely. And it's all by luck, not very much. I'm trying the Stim Social. I'm not sure what that is.
Dan,
okay.
that's what I'm doing, but I'll talk after you.
What is
if
that?
She can't talk, it's the Instagram thing where you're the bot, where you're getting a bunch of followers and unfollow and all that. You and I talked about it last.
So you have to kind of keep it on.
Yeah, Melissa signed up for that. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
So she did the 5-day trial and then she signed up. Yep.
Good.
I've been kind of coaching her on it.
Good. Okay.
Anyway.
Kelsey says,
Okay.
business-wise, I've been going pretty well. I think I'm still trying to get routine down with a new babe, hitting Success Club too, but barely. Gotcha. Okay. So that's good. And honestly, guys, I think sharing, and I think sometimes like the challenge pack thing often can feel like bragging. Like, oh, I'm bragging. It just shows people that you're still active, honestly. So please don't feel like it's bragging. We want to celebrate that you are changing a life. And that's what you have to understand, that opportunity is a gateway to potentially change a life. We talked about this on the Super Sunday, was that just fact that like one person asking someone to get in the game can literally change their lives. And the thing is that all of our uplines as part of this Super Saturday, including me, including Julie, even though we're not part of the same downline directly, but way up in the food chain, like toward the original coach, we have the same original coach. Her name's Christine Dwyer, part of a thing called Platinum Presenters. And the fact that she said yes to this crazy thing that this Carl Deichler guy, who had really not much but knowledge of whole fitness. Did you guys know back in the day, Carl was just a business guy, and he liked to, he was a TV thing. He had some experience with all that stuff, but he really liked fitness, and he found he found these people. Originally it was just Tony and Slim and Six Gal. What was her name? Not Denise. What is her? Anyway, so Slim and Six Gal. But anyway, so found this. But the fact that Christine actually said yes changed all the people's lives in that room. Like there were 250 people in that room. And the fact that this gal said yes, that changed the lives. And all of us have mini versions of that potentially, right? That there are other lives that are impacted and changed. And you may not think that, oh, I'm nowhere near that. Of course, yeah, maybe you're not 20. Literally, she has like 25,000, or the amount of coaches under, like it's thousands. But the fact is, the people that you do have contact with, it does make a difference. It is making a difference. And you may think, oh, well, they fell off. Okay, well, they might come back. It's okay. And now we just have to kind of continue that process. So for me, guys, it's really a matter for me, it's a matter of resetting the priority of some business time within my schedule. And I've got to make it work within my teaching world. Now, if I understand this next 2 months is going to be a struggle because I'm still in school and I'm still doing my thing. So I'm just going to try to do my very best to keep as active as I possibly can, and recognizing that the summer could be is going to definitely change things with my time, obviously, because I'll have more time there. But then, moving to the next school year, hopefully things will be better when it comes to my actual time involvement, when it comes to the schooling side of things. And it won't be my first year back either, because there's been that whole first year setting up a lot of habits and things like that. So that's been my struggle this year, is just the overall emotional and neurological and all those things. But All right. Well, so guys, I think hopefully this was good. Oh, forgot to mention about the beach bars. Just so you're aware about the beach bar situation, you need to understand. So if you initially go, oh my gosh, it's so expensive or whatever, and you look at it, honestly, guys, especially Coach Price, it's not a whole lot of difference between that and a Quest bar. Like a Quest, it's pretty close. I did the pricing comparison. It's really not a whole lot more. And honestly, our bars are way better, like way better than Quest in terms of nutritional content. Yes, they are. It's not cheap, okay, but it's right about that $2-ish, a little bit more than $2-ish per bar when you get with the Coach Price. So just want to encourage you that it's definitely worth looking at. And I would say a lot of people, this could be the thing that they don't even mess with Shakeology. They just do bars, and it actually is worth it to them. For a good clean bar, it might actually be worth it to them. I think it's a good example of what Beachbody is doing in terms of diversifying, because we were a Shakeology only, that was what we built our entire platform on. And if somebody didn't like Shakeology, or they're allergic to it or something like that, like what else? Now we've got Daily Sunshine. Now we've got beach bars. I guarantee you other products are down the line. We're going to have some kind of a ancient grains product. I know it's coming. That's big in the world. I would imagine like bone broth stuff is probably on the road too. Bone broth's huge. If you follow any of Dr. Axe's stuff. So a lot of those products, I wouldn't be surprised they're coming down the pipe as well. So that's good. All right. Well, guys, anything else good for the good of the order? Oh, wait. So Melissa said, made a lot of connections, having a hard time getting people to follow through, make a purchase. So back to 80 consistently. Gotcha. She had to back off a little bit because of her arm. Okay. Gotcha. Well, I hope that arm gets better, sis. I know it's tough. This 80 day is not easy for the arms, man. I know you had some injury there. That especially all those crazy Turkish get up weirdo flip flying things. Like, come on, Autumn. So anyway. All right, people, you're awesome. Hope you have a fantastic night, and thanks for being on. I'll post this recording, okay? Keep it up, guys. You're an awesome team. Let's do this.